from looking like he was going to play on to bringing out the yellow cards. Caernarfon complaining. I think it was clear.
Yeah, he doesn't get the ball here. He knows what he's doing. There's no need. You know, Mandua is going nowhere. He's got cover with Noah Edwards. It's just a pointless tackle. He's saying to the referee, you didn't think it was a free kick, why give me a yellow card? But the truth of the matter is, it was an easy yellow after having a bit of a discussion with his assistant.
First sight from here looked a clear foul. It's up to the referee then if he thinks it deserves a yellow, but no surprise. It's high, and decision goes for Newtown. Yeah. Sutton, thumping header. Mwandua is in. Aaron Williams is landed to Williams. Gets the shot away. Never convincing, and Caernarfon did enough.
Yeah, the heavy touch there. Williams is in, sees his opportunity to strike. Mwandua not happy. Could he have played me in? Was his plea.
5 minutes to go, long throw. Williams again looking for Sutton again, flicked it on. Was there a hand up? Sutton keeps it in. James Davis available. Newtown pressing, looking for the opener. Mwandua so tricky, he's been flattened by Noah Edwards on the edge of the box. Free kick, Newtown. I think we've got a second yellow card coming up here.
We have, yeah. Noah Edwards diving in. Mwandua with a quick feet. And it's a yellow card in a dangerous position for Newtown. Quick feet, Noah Edwards. There's no need to jump in like that. Stand up. It's an easy decision for the referee to give.
Well, welcome to Latham Park. Thanks for joining us. I'm saying that with 4 minutes to go in the first half. We've had massive technical difficulties. So huge apologies for the problems. It's been frustrating for us as well. But we're live at last. You haven't missed a goal, but you have missed a very good first half. Both teams going for it. And here we are with a chance for Newtown towards the end of the first half. They're queuing up for this one. Few injury problems for Caernarfon tonight. No Danny Gossett. Dion Donohue's pulled out sick as well. And Newtown flying high in third place. Well, they were before the afternoon. Bal have gone up to third since then, but can they strike here just before half-time? Craig Williams is over it. Aaron Williams is there as well, the top scorer. Who's going for this? It's Craig Williams. Just didn't look convincing. Sean Meredith is by my side, former Aberystwyth and Carmarthen Town player.
Yeah, they seem to have a conference before taking the free kick. Neither sure which one they're going to take it, but it ends up with Williams. If something, it was a bit too close to the goal, and then it's very difficult to get that whip and to get that up and down to get it into the top corner.
He heard we've been having technical difficulties probably and thought, oh, it doesn't matter, no one's watching. Well, we're live now and it's great to be live. Final game of the afternoon in the Cymru Premier. It's been another busy weekend. It's been a very busy first half here at Latham Park. Newtown looking stronger, but clear-cut chances. Haven't been many of them, Sean.
No, there hasn't. I think the closest we can say was Caernarfon's guided header, which went over the bar from a very good whipped-in cross by Craig Hugh.
It's back with Jakub Olszynski in goal for Caernarfon, on loan from Liverpool. Mills Evans. This is Beaumont. Bobby Beaumont in the middle of the Caernarfon defence tonight. Dion Donohue was set to start this morning. He's had to pull out with sickness. George Hughes looking for Mwandue, the start of the show for Newtown this season. Fumpa Mwandue, so lively. Rushton, Rob Hughes lost track of that. Jake Walker keeping it going. But Griff John looks for Mike Hayes, who's leading the line on his own tonight for Caernarfon, and he's done very well as well. Mike Hayes, there's another card coming out. Flurry of yellow cards at the moment from referee.
Well, that was the only option for Hayes. There was nobody around him, and he does well to invite the tackle and then the free kick which followed, and there'll be an opportunity to put one more into the box before the half.
Newtown, this is the first game in 11 days. No Welsh Cup action for them. Caernarfon lost to Penybont on penalties in the Welsh Cup, following a 0-0 draw. But 3 league wins in a row for Caernarfon. Looking to make that 4, but having to defend here. Also 3 wins in a row against Caernarfon by Newtown. 1 in the league this season, 2-0, a 5-0 thumping in the League Cup, and of course another game where they hit 5 was the playoff final. The end of last season, Newtown reaching Europe. Caernarfon thought they'd won that one a few times, to be fair. There's Noah Edwards, blasted away, 1 minute added. So a brief glimpse of this game for the viewers joining us. Plenty more to come in the second half, of course, and it's still 0-0. Caernarfon have lost their last 2. I mentioned that Welsh Cup defeat at Penybont. They also lost a dramatic game against Flint on the Oval, 3-2. For Rushton trying to finish the first half off in style. Nearly cut them through as well. James Davis looking lively. Davis, Mwandue and Williams, quite a combination up top for Newtown, but Rob Hughes is having a storming season. How's that for a tackle?
Excellent tackle.
Lovely work in midfield by George Hughes. Callum Roberts for Newtown. Williams, Mwandue is there. Rushton, still with Rushton. Mwandue again. Mwandue, he's done it! The final seconds of the first half, and Mwandue has scored for Newtown. Fumpa has thumped it in. Classic goal. It's his 4th of the season, and Newtown trying to make it 4 wins in a row. It's 1-0.
Excellent work by Mwandue. They get the cross in, and I thought he could have done a bit better there. Williams didn't get ahead to it. Then it's the 1-2 more or less with him and Rushton. Creates the space for himself, and then it's a shot across goal. Excellent by Mwandue. He's been on fire this season. And another goal to add to the 3 that he's already got in the league.
Did so well here, Sean. I thought he was getting away from him there.
He did well with a touch, and he does well to get himself into space. That's the key thing here. He gets himself into space, the good touch, and then straight across into the bottom corner. Brilliant.
Oh, what a player. And what a moment at the end of that first half. Oh, what a time for you to join us. Apologies again for the technical difficulties. Glad we got things sorted at the right time. Didn't miss a goal. And what a goal from Fumpa Mwandue. That's his 4th of the season. And that's his total 4 last season. Scored 4 last season. He's got there already. And Newtown flying high. Half time. Don't go far. We'll be back for the second half. It's Newtown 1, Caernarfon 0. Welcome back for the second half. Newtown leading 1-0 against Caernarfon. A late first half strike from Fompon Wandue, giving the home side the lead. Great strike. It's been a lively first half as well. Two entertaining teams. Caernarfon struggling a bit with injuries for this game. 4 changes since their Welsh Cup defeat against Penabont on penalties last weekend. The big news for them is Danny Gossett on the bench and far from 100% fit as well. And Dion Donahue was supposed to start, but to pull out lunchtime with illness. Probably 2 of their best players this season. Here's another one, Rob Hughes. He's been on fire. But Newtown ahead. Only 1 change for Newtown since their last game, and that was 11 days ago now when they won 2-0 at Connors Quay, the home of the champions. And they've won 3 in a row in the league, Newtown. And Wandue is off again, scorer of the only goal, trying to create. He'll get another chance, straight back to him. Oh, Caernarfon not lively. Start of this second half. Shot comes in from Walker, former Aston Villa player. Rob Hughes loses possession. This is a brief summary of the first half as well. Plenty of possession for Newtown. Caernarfon sitting deep. Sean Meredith by my side in the commentary position as they look for Mike Hayes. Back with Hayes. Mills Evans did enough. I think it's going to be a corner. Corner for Caernarfon. Sean, former Aberystwyth and Carmarthen player. It's been a decent game, Sean.
It's been very good, very lively. Both teams playing in a similar formation, which has made it a bit compact in areas. But Darren Thomas seeking out Hayes there, and they've managed to get a corner. An opportunity maybe to strike back. Very cruel goal to give away right on the stroke of half-time.
Rob Hughes to take it. Oh, it's deep. And Aaron Williams, Newtown's top scorer, back to defending. Gives it away to Bradley. Ewan Cartwright picking up possession. Darren Thomas in the middle. Oh, it's back with Darren Thomas. He'll have to do something special from here, but he can create special moments. So can this young man, Wandue. Off he goes. So fast. Oh, he's been tracked all the way by Walker. By Beaumont, I should say. Got the wrong number 26. Walker's Newtown's 26. Well, Rob Hughes can't believe the foul. Keeping an eye down here on Hughes and Callum Roberts out of your screen.
The ref's whistle's not working, I think, Ebsy.
There's a few fouls gone in. Roberts and Hughes, worth watching this. They nearly came to blows earlier. Roberts has done well. Wandue. It's lively, as we've said. Lovely cross from Wandue. It was nearly a chance as well. But Beaumont did enough. Beaumont's in for Donahue tonight. Dion Donahue ill. So Bobby Beaumont comes in. Newtown pressing again. It was a chance for Aaron Williams. Foul's been given.
Yeah, just a push in the back, but yeah, it was a good chance for the league's top scorer. Swings it in, and Williams at the back post. His hands just go up slightly. It's tenuous at best, but doesn't get his head over it.
Mike Wilde's on the phone, Sean. He's the league's top scorer. He's
is he?
But Aaron Williams, I know why you're saying it. He's in 8th in the league, 17 in all competitions since joining from Telford in the summer. He's been in League 1, League 2 in Newport County for a while. He's won the FA Trophy at Wembley. Great signing for Newtown.
Yeah, good signing in the summer.
Came straight in as well for the European games. Newtown, 3 wins in a row in the league for Newtown. They've won 4 out of 5 in all competitions, and that run started with a 5-0 thumping of Caernarfon in the League Cup. So it's 3 wins in a row against the Covies as well for the Robins, and one of them being the playoff final, 5-3. Amazing game at the end of last season, and Newtown reaching Europe at the expense of the Covies still hurts, according to Hugh Griffiths, the Caernarfon manager. He's keen to get back to some kind of winning ways against Newtown and in general. But off they come again. Wandua, it slipped through from Wandua. Griff John couldn't stop the run. Walker, George Hughes. Jake Walker and George Hughes very busy in midfield as Newtown come again. Williams, Wandua, snapshot, bobbled a bit, and Orzinski behind it.
Yeah, good play all round by Newtown. Craig with the speculative cross in. It falls to Wandua, but too many bodies for Caernarfon to block it. But you're right, Walker and Hughes, especially for Newtown, just controlling the midfield for the Robins. Here he is again. Walker clears up.
Well, we mentioned in the first half, but didn't realise we had technical difficulties, so I'm not sure anybody heard about Jake Walker's background. He was playing against Liverpool in January for Aston Villa in the FA Cup, when Villa had all sorts of problems because of COVID. But still, what an opportunity for Walker, and what another great signing in the summer for Newtown.
Yeah, exactly what I was about to say. They've recruited well during the summer and strengthened the squad. We only look at the bench in terms of the depth that they have here at Newtown these days.
Callum Roberts and Rob Hughes is still going on. 2 former Connors Key players. Maybe that's the fiery connection.
Well, they certainly know each other. I'm not sure exactly what was wrong with that. Or I was just about to say, what's he going to do now? Because for the viewers, Rob Hughes is on a yellow. Received a yellow in the first half, so he's got to be careful.
Hughes flicks it in nicely. We've seen a couple of those in the first half as well, where he's just floated it into a dangerous area, but no problems for Dave Jones.
Yeah, the quality of Hughes on the ball is second to none. He puts a lot of whip on it, puts a lot of dip and a lot of pace. 3 attributes that you need in a decent cross into the box for any striker or anybody to really go in and try and header it home.
Williams, Aaron Williams, Darren Thomas. He's looking for Mike Hayes. I think Hayes is coming back from an offside position. Williams onto Rushton. Williams again. There's a snapshot. He's finding his range, shall we say. Aaron Williams, he has scored against Newtown, against Caernarfon, I should say, this season in the league.
Yeah, the majority of his goals have come from close range, though. Good work by his fellow wingers. So he hasn't scored many from distance, but that's not the first opportunity he's had tonight.
Might get another one here. Rushton, Newtown trying to double their lead. Oh, there's a chance there. James Davis was coming in at the far post. George Hughes again mopping things up in midfield, looking for Williams on the far post. Davis couldn't turn. Well, Rob Hughes, it hit his arm. He's conceded the free kick.
Yeah, he's a bit unlucky there. Takes the touch on his wrist and it just bobbles up. And this is the opportunity. Williams again at the far post. Tries to guide it back to that dangerous area, but nobody for Newtown attacking.
Caernarfon have lost their last 2. Defeating the Welsh Cup last weekend at Penybont on penalties, 0-0 after 90 minutes. Most of the players missed. Three misses from the spot, including the goalkeeper. You can see in your shot there, Olszynski. Before then, they lost against Flint at home, 3-2, late Mike Wild's goal. Flint are enjoying these late goals. Got one again last night, as you see on the screen, against the New Saints. 1-1. Kai Edwards against his former club. Penabont winning at Aberystwyth. Problems for Aberystwyth down in the bottom. Griff John for Caernarfon. Hughes again. He's at the middle of things. Where's it landing? Noah Edwards. Griff John. A wild effort. You want Cartwright keeping things going. Good work by Cartwright. Hughes again. You just sense something's going to happen. Not sure what. Is it going to be good, bad or ugly with Rob Hughes? There's always something going on.
Well, yeah, it is end-to-end at the moment. Again, a shot blocked as we see this build-up play.
Darren Thomas. That's Mike Hayes. Griff John. The keeper's out. Dave Jones saw that one. And defenders love to see it. The goalkeeper coming out.
Yeah, Darren Thomas trying to get his header away there, but you know, he's not going to really out-jump Dave Jones in the goal. But as you say, that's what you want to see from your goalkeeper. Nice and brave. Takes responsibility, takes everything out of the equation for his back four. Williams again. He's a tall lad, isn't he?
He's a big unit, Aaron Williams. To be fair, when you see him in the flesh, as they say. Big, tall, strong striker. Number 14, he's a classic number 9. Oh, far from a classic pass, but Rob Hughes has pinched it from Callum Roberts. Hughes on fire this season. Can he create something special? Well, down he went. Well, he's arguing with Mills Evans now. I should have done better there, maybe. Jake Walker bringing the ball away. Davis, who came off the bench to break Caernarfon's hearts in the playoff final. Struck twice. Rushton looking for Davis again. Caernarfon doing enough. Josh Bailey, who's on loan from TNS, looking for Bradley.
Yeah, Aaron Williams had peeled away to the back post. He had his arms up. He was in acres of space, but they couldn't find him.
As it stands, Newtown looking for their 4th straight win in the league. And it's a win that will take them above Flint into 2nd place. What a story that would be. It's a story anyway. Williams on again. But Flint and Newtown have shocked a lot of people this season. And then you look at the squads and it makes sense. They've done so well in the summer. Rushton. George Hughes again. He's so tidy in midfield. Wandua's gone down, edge of the box. Just a correction as well. They wouldn't go above Flint. They'd be level on points with Flint. Flint have scored a couple more. Goal scoring wise with Newtown, it's only the top 2 that have scored more, and it's only the top 2 that have got a better goal difference. The New Saints and Flint says a lot about their season. And this man is at the heart of everything, Wandua.
Yeah, he absolutely is. And it's a magic front 3 that Newtown have got now in Aaron Williams, Wandua, James Davis.
Rushton just behind. Good setup from Newtown. Jordan Evans on the bench, Ryan Edwards, Arsan also on the bench.
Plenty of options if he needs to change things.
Craig Williams, the captain, is over this. Doesn't score many. Is he creating or going for goal? Is a decent whip in. James Davis will pick it up. So many red shirts still in there. Mills Evans getting across the defender, couldn't threaten the goal.
Yeah, he does well, Mills Evans there. It's a good ball in back by James Davis. Plenty of pace on the cross, and Mills Evans gets up well, but it'd have been a difficult chance to finish off. I think it might come off the Caernarfon player as well there. Kieran Mills Evans certainly, with his head in the hands, probably thought it did as well.
Griff John getting some treatment. As I said earlier, Caernarfon have lost their last 2. One defeat in 8 before that. Decent run from Hugh Griffiths' team. The defeat being a 5-0 thumping by Newtown in the League Cup. But they have lost the last 3 against Newtown. 3 defeats this season for Caernarfon. All of them against the top 3. Newtown, Flint, TNS. But they haven't won against a team in the top half of the table. Maybe that says something about Caernarfon this season. Nearly 15 minutes gone, no change on the scoreline. It hasn't changed that much regarding the pattern of play either, as Jake Walker carries it. Mwandue, why not? He can create something special. He scored 1, fancied another one.
Just get the feeling Caernarfon are just holding on at the moment. It's pressure after pressure from Newtown. Not sure if Hugh Griffiths is going to have to change something.
Now look at this, they're off again, Newtown. Led by Rushton and Williams.
The problem is we're just waiting for this.
Well, because Rob Hughes went up against Sutton and it's landed to Mike Hayes. Darren Thomas. Well, only Darren Thomas could keep that in. I'm not
He
sure
meant
he was
to do that.
I was going to say, I'm not sure he was trying. He probably was, knowing Darren Thomas. Wonderful. Back again. And Hayes. They prefer him in the middle rather than on the wing, whipping them in. There's still 1-0 Newtown. I think we're going to see the Darren Thomas moment of magic, or maybe not.
It's the 1-2 of the night. Nearly worked off for him. Brilliant.
I hope it doesn't go to the flag's head. He turns big time now after that 1-2 with Darren Thomas. 1-0. Other results we saw a few going through this afternoon. 3-all, Bala and Barry. Amazing game. Melisana Mendes scored 2 and got sent off for Bala in that one. Another goal for Dave Edwards, 2 for Kane McLagan. Kevin Druids were winning at Haverfordwest with 10 minutes to go. They lost 2-1. Jack Wilson scoring twice, 81 and 91. And Niall Flint, Druids captain, sent off in between those 2 Wilson goals. Met and Connors Key 1-all this afternoon.
Great ball.
Hughes again at Bradley. And if Caernarfon are coming back into this, you think this man will be influential. Hughes just clipping it, tempting Mike Hayes, but no problem for Jones in goal.
Yeah, better by Caernarfon. A lot more patient in the build-up. Rob Hughes, you know what he's trying to do there. Waiting for the would-be runner. Hayes possibly to get onto the end of it, floating it to the back post.
Oh, Mwandue has turned Griff John, created space. Rushton's in there, James Davis as well. No Edwards, always tracking back, no Edwards, but that's loose. He's fortunate. The Callum Roberts' touch was a bit loose as well. Rob Hughes having a conversation with the linesman down here and the 4th official and anybody else who's willing to listen, even if they're not listening. Shane Sutton back with Newtown, looking for Aaron Williams. They were together at Telford, and Shane Sutton very influential in getting Aaron Williams to Newtown. Callum Roberts, Rushton, Williams and Davis waiting for it. Callum Roberts, lovely touch by Rushton. Another good move by Newtown. They're playing well, not just tonight, but in general this season. Looking for 4 wins in a row in the league. Momentum building at Latham Park, no doubt about that. Jones. Up it goes. And look at Williams battling again. He's up for a scrap. And Newtown looking for Mwandue. Great ball, Davis in the middle. James Davis, he's flicked it. The keeper was out. Orzinski did enough. Ambitious from Davis. Didn't have many options. He had to go for the flick, I guess.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same. Yeah, the keeper does extremely well. Just stays big Mundua gets, in a lot too easy. And then there's nothing on other than the flick. But you've got to give the keeper some... Yeah, brilliant by the keeper there.
James Davis, only 1 goal this season. But Caernarfon won't want to see him. Bit of a slight pause in defence as Dave Jones rushed out. But James Davis has got previous against Caernarfon. Came off the bench to hit 2 goals in the playoff final. Broke their hearts. Broke Hugh Griffiths' heart. And also scored the goal that took Kevin Druids to Europe for Hugh Griffiths. So he's seen both sides of James Davis. 1-2, he's done it again. He's terrorising Griff John at the minute. There's no room. He had no rights to get through, but he did. Still going. Jake Walker.
He's a player on confidence, that's for sure.
So are Newtown. You can sense it building here. As Sean Meredith said earlier, you sense Caernarfon are holding on. He's speaking to Hugh Griffiths in the week for the Sgorio podcast. And he said there's a difference between a lot of the teams and Caernarfon at the minute, as Newtown claim that's gone out. I don't think it did. Hugh Griffiths was saying Newtown have got a bench. They can bring people on to change the game, where Caernarfon are bringing people on because people are tired or people are injured. Well, that's a big difference.
It's a depleted squad today with Caernarfon, unfortunately for them. And Newtown are at their strongest. But as long as it stays 1-0.
James Davis is fast. James Davis is through. Williams in the middle. Straight at the keeper.
If I was Craig Hughes now, I'd happy with the way the team's playing, but with all this pressure, you'll be wanting that second goal. As long as it stays 1-0, Caernarfon are still in on this.
And they'll know that. Rob Hughes will know that. Rob Hughes again for Caernarfon. Tricky, got the shot away. We've seen him dance through defences this season, and he nearly did it again.
Yeah, he does well. He just brings it onto his possibly the weaker foot. He loves it on the left. He'd love to have tried to whip that into the top corner, but again, Newtown, there's so many bodies around him. He has to cut in on his right-hand side and just pulls it slightly. But a man in such form, he's disappointed.
A summer signing for Caernarfon. So many summer signings. Danny Gossett, Dion Donoghue, both missing tonight. Rob Hughes, Iwan Cartwright came in. Orzinski in goal. Bobby Beaumont starting tonight. Josh Bailey. All of those in the summer. And Caernarfon are preparing for a substitute. It's going to be Kai Jones coming on. Speaking to Hugh Griffiths earlier, he's one of the few fit substitutes they've got. So on he comes. So he's a threat, definitely.
Yeah, it looks as if they may be going to a change of a formation here, Caernarfon, with Kai Jones possibly coming on. And Cartwright, who will be coming off maybe. So one midfielder, more of a attacking threat from Kai Jones. It's Bradley, actually.
Oh, Sean Bradley going off. He's missed a few games this season as well with injuries. Sean Bradley only his 4th start tonight. And Kai Jones will come on in his 3rd period with the club. Rejoined back in 2020 from Porthmadog.
Question is, will he now become a front two, or will he just slot into Sean Bradley's position? Looks as if he's going over to the left. We'll soon find out.
Fresh legs for Caernarfon. And first touch for Kai Jones as well. It's not a bad touch. Back to Noah Edwards. Bit of room for Griff John. I was going to say he's wasted that, but suddenly Mike Hayes was onto it. Darren Thomas bursting through. Hayes is away. Chance for Caernarfon. Hayes into the box. Hits Callum Roberts. He's made some space there. Hayes. Griff John. Darren Thomas been a bit quiet tonight. Apart from the 1-2 with the corner flag, of course. We enjoyed that. Lovely ball across by Ryan Williams. And suddenly a bit of possession from Caernarfon. Hayes is in the middle. Kai Jones is just not landing kindly at the minute. And one do it. Up and away for Newtown. It's got a bit scrappy. Just for a few seconds there. George Hughes will sort that out. George Hughes doesn't do scrappy. Fair play to him.
No, Hughes and Walker have been outstanding in the middle of the park for Newtown. Very, very tidy in everything they do. Close down the midfield. Very workmanlike attitude. And Caernarfon have gone to a 4-4-2. Rob Hughes going out to the left. So we'll see if this makes a change.
Yeah, they've certainly changed it. So we got Mike Hayes and Kai Jones through the middle. Hughes is on the left. Darren Thomas on the right wing. At the minute. Well, they might as well go for it. There's only one goal in it. And through the middle they go again. Jones.
Good.
Well, they've kept more possession in the last 5 minutes than in the whole of the second half.
Well, the problem is that both teams are playing exactly the same formation and Newtown were on top. So, yeah, why not change it?
Well, there's room here, problems here. Mwandue through on goal. Yellow shirts getting back. James Davis and Williams arriving. What's Mwandue going to do here? Room for Rushton! Hits it first time. A wild strike by Rushton.
Always difficult when they bobble up like that. Mwandue in acres of space to start with, and this was the only option. Rushton was the only option for him. Picks him out, and it's a difficult technique.
He's hit 3 and 4 against Caernarfon, so maybe that's why he went for it. Well, they're passing it around at the back. Caernarfon played some good football this season. Struggling a bit tonight. Low on bodies. But they're still in this. 20 minutes to go. Newtown 1-0. Mwandue. Late strike at the end of the first half. This is Bailey on loan from the New Saints as we speak until January. We'll see what happens in the January transfer window. It's going to be a scramble for some clubs in January, especially down the bottom maybe. Cem Druids losing again today. So cruel on them. 2-1 at Haverfordwest. 91st minute winner for Haverfordwest. Aberystwyth losing last night at home to Penabont. Those two look in trouble at the minute. Mind you, so do Connors Key, if we're looking at the table. Surely not. Surely not. No Edwards. I was about to say, so comfortable with the ball at his feet. Lost possession. Alan Williams, Rushton. Off they go again. Newtown. And Mwandue is over on the right. So much room, but Williams drops deep to Davis! James Davis, he was through. Another chance goes begging.
Yeah, he's disappointed. He knows that is an excellent chance to possibly put this game out of sight for Caernarfon. Lovely ball in by Williams. Great touch there. Slight bobble. And the shot just isn't to the standard we usually expect from the young man.
Well, we were watching the replay. Caernarfon were playing it out from the back again, as they've been doing, and they've lost possession. There's a time and a place maybe. Mwandue again threatening. Well, he's whipped it in. Ozinski did enough. Rushton. Newtown creating again. Williams, captain, into the box. Can he go all the way? Another shot. Wide of the target. And now, I get your point now, Sean. Chris Hughes, as you say, he must be delighted. But suddenly, Caernarfon must be thinking, hang on, we've got a chance here.
He just wants that extra goal cushion. And at the moment, they're just not finding the back of the net. But good effort there by Craig. Again, another one who cuts in on his weaker foot. It didn't quite work out for him.
Well, again, they started playing it out from the back, and the goalkeeper, enough was enough. Up it goes, and they've mopped up possession as well. Noah Edwards to Darren Thomas. Two creative players. Off he goes, Darren Thomas. Craig Williams watching him. Mills Evans sweeping up. Did well to get the ball in, to be fair to Darren Thomas. Top scorer this season, Darren Thomas for Caernarfon. Rob Hughes from distance. He's just trying to make some room for himself.
Yeah, cuts in well, takes the touch, and you can see what he's trying to do, but he's got to have to set it out so far out. He's never going to bend it back in from there. But again, Newtown with bodies about him, not letting him have the easy shot.
One of the summer signings. Both teams busy in the summer. Caernarfon, 10 in, 10 out. Newtown, 7 new signings. Most of them are playing tonight as well. Highlights on S4C, as usual, on Monday afternoon, 5:30. Friday night will be in Aberystwyth. That's a place to be on a Friday, isn't it? They're playing Flint, one of the stories of the season. Man down, but they're playing on. It's Rob Hughes in a bit of pain at the minute. Newtown playing on, as they're allowed to, of course. Williams going back. George Hughes, Callum Roberts. Mwandue and Roberts combining. Not much room for Roberts. And Caernarfon doing well. Rob Hughes is back up. Under intense pressure from George Hughes. And they've pinched it back again. Williams again. Rushton wants it. Rushton gets it. James Davis is an option, as always. Mwandue, Williams waiting in the middle. Caernarfon do enough again. Beaumont, who's in the team because Dion Donahue called in sick, so to speak. Oh, and Kai Jones, I thought he was going to lose possession there for a second. Jake Walker was ready to pounce. Caernarfon have done well. Oh, Hayes holding his face. I think he may have been touched by Sutton. Not much in it. Newtown preparing to substitute. James Rowland will be coming on. I think it's Rushton going off. Wait and see what happens in the meantime, because Williams up again. Beaumont with him. Bobby Beaumont doing well in defence. And it's another header from Beaumont. He's only 19. Roberts and Mwandue. So simple, too simple if anything. Roberts still going. Well, down he goes. Ewan Cartwright with the challenge. Not much in it.
No, it wasn't a penalty. Goes down a bit too easy. If something, he was always on the way down. It's an easy decision for the referee, and we'll see the substitution.
And Rushton leaves with an assist to his name.
Well, having a look at the goal again, I didn't fully appreciate how quick a feat he played there in the part for the goal for Mwandue. It was a brilliant 1-2. An excellent quick feet. He's been very, very, very good tonight, Rushton. Surprised he's coming off. He may be a bit tired. Chris Hughes thinks maybe we'll just freshen things up a bit.
James Rowland coming on, 19-year-old, another summer signing, came from Shrewsbury. Although he did pop up at Aberystwyth in 2020 for the second part of the season on loan. So many players have ended up at Newtown from Shrewsbury. They're doing well. They're mopping up from the Shrewsbury Academy. When you see the standard of some of them, like Mwandue, hoping the conveyor belt keeps on coming. So many players at these academies, it's unbelievable the amount that make it in the top flight. What's great is that players can try again, start again, come into the league, just carry on playing football. Rowland being one of them. And can Rob Hughes do something special here?
It's certainly competitive at the moment with all these, as you say, these academies, and so many players, maybe their expectations too high. So it's good sometimes to come down a level, find yourself, get some game time.
No Edwards under pressure, and Rowland the sub straight into things. Craig Williams for Newtown. Mwandue again. Bodies in the way. Important challenge as well from Ryan Williams.
Well, it makes it way to Mwandue. Not sure how, through the legs of the defender here. Mwandue, could he have done a bit better? Could he have found the corner instead of looking for power? Could he have been a bit cleverer and try and find one of the corners? But good defending by Caernarfon. Keeps them in the game.
Sutton and Mills Evans, experienced defenders. The big guys up from the back. One do it. Looking for it, Williams. Everybody back for Caernarfon. Lovely touch by George Hughes. He's still going. Hughes down he goes. Free kick. Kai Jones not too happy. Let's see. Wasn't much in it.
Well, we'll get some noises from the bench saying he's jumped over Kai Jones. It's not as if Kai has put, his foot in there. It's a bit harsh in my opinion. And this, unlike the opportunity they had in the second half, a bit further out, so a bit more space for Craig Williams to try and get this up and down if it is him that's going to take it.
Well, he scored against Caernarfon in the League Cup. Craig Williams, Aaron Williams, has scored against him in the league. Let's see what happens here. Who's going for it? Aaron Williams, miles wide. It's been one of those nights in front of goal for the top scorer. 8 in the league, 17 in all competitions. Well, that wasn't great.
No, you can see what they're trying to do, just create the angle and then the opportunity to go for power rather than accuracy. And that doesn't come off very well for Aaron Williams. But other than that, his running and his enthusiasm, he's been flicking most balls on, willing to run channels. So his performance overall, other than a goal, has been very good.
Oh, Caernarfon players getting in their own way. Beaumont and Noah Edwards. Off he goes, Noah Edwards. Burst of pace. So familiar. The technique when he gets going. He was offside, drifted into an offside position, Noah Edwards. We were mentioning academies earlier. Mike Hayes can't believe it. Mentioning academies earlier. The Cardiff City academy guys are suddenly in charge of the team, if you haven't heard today. Cardiff losing to Middlesbrough at home 2-0. That's it. The end for Mick McCarthy. He's gone. Steve Morrison and Tom Ramesut, who played in this league, are taking charge of the team for the next few games. Do you play against Tom Ramesut, Sean?
Yeah, excellent player.
Former Barry Town player. Swansea City's excellent week came to an end, losing at Birmingham 2-1. Michael Lowe before me with a goal for Swansea. Birmingham had gone 7 without a win before that. Newport, James Rowbury, their new manager, celebrated his first game with a win at Bristol Rovers 3-1. There's a foul there. Dominic Telford getting 2 for County. Wrexham with a 3-0 win at Barnet. Back to winning ways after a little blip for Wrexham. Nearly 8 minutes left, there or thereabouts. Can Caernarfon grab something? They'll be delighted if they could. Few injuries, down to the bare bones. They're still battling here, to be fair. Kai Jones, great turn. Just red shirts everywhere, no way through. And Newtown breaking away beautifully. Mwandue and Rowland combining. Off they go. Rowland, Mwandue. Rowland's continued with his run. James Davis arriving as well. One end of the pitch to the other. That's the threat they've got right now.
Yeah, it does well here. This has been the threat all evening. Mwandue down the left here. Good cross in. But the 2 centre-halves for Caernarfon, there's a question mark over their performance potentially tonight. For me, they've been absolutely outstanding. Filling into some big shoes in Donahue and obviously Steve Evans. But they've done excellent. Fair play to the both of them.
Aaron Williams, the top scorer again, with the throw. Mwandue touching it on. James Davis just trying to get something towards the goal. Mike Hayes still going up against Craig Williams. Nobody pulling out. Hayes 33 these days, still going strong. If anything, he's had a new lease of life. He scored a penalty last week, by the way, in the Welsh Cup at Penabont. So a rare thing for Caernarfon in that shootout. That's a decent ball as well for the Covies. Oh, he did well to keep it in, Rob Hughes, but he's struggling. Bit of cramp in the corner. And out come Newtown, Jake Walker, formerly of Aston Villa. Some good pedigree, a lot of these players. Davis going again. It's the final ball, isn't it?
Yeah, both him and Mandua, they've been able to beat their men on more than one occasion. But you're right, Dylan, it's the final ball, the final option. Possibly just, pick your head up, see where your players are.
He had options.
Yeah, Aaron Williams has more space than what I thought. Just a bit of composure, that's all that's required when you get yourself into a good position. That is the cut back on. And it certainly was there for Williams.
5 minutes to go. 1-0, Newtown. Craig Williams again. Shane Sutter nearly landed to him. James Davis through bodies. Mwandua's feet were high. I think that's the decision. Maybe offside. There's a whistle anyway.
Well, the referee's given it for whatever reason, but I think his feet were high. Good cross in. James Davis does well to get his shot off, and his foot's high there. Correct decision by the referee. I'm not sure if Mandu actually stopped James Davis' effort there.
Yeah, the shot hit his own player. The scorer of the only goal, deep into injury time at the end of the first half. Pumpam Mwandua. Lovely strike as well. And is that goal going to be the difference? Or will that goal send Newtown level on points with Flint? Flint and Newtown, second and third in the Cymru Premier. Who would have predicted that at the start of the season? Then you look at the squads and suddenly it all makes sense. Flint just strengthened so well. Newtown as well. And you mentioned the former clubs of some of the players on show tonight. Anyway, we'll do in that situation. Why not? It's Walker and Hughes, those two players in midfield, mopping everything up. Hughes with the clearance. Caernarfon sensing. Is there a late chance? Slight chance. We've got a corner. Hayes.
Yeah, it was a great ball in by Darren Thomas, I think it was.
It suddenly opened up.
Yeah, it was the pace on the pass. That was the important thing there from Thomas. The fact that you could find Hayes then.
Rob Hughes, but in the wars. Can he create something late in this game for Caernarfon? Up they came, the yellow shirts. And back they'll have to go because Newtown counter-attacking. Mwandua, so much room. George Hughes, they're calling for it. Callum Roberts is offside. Callum Roberts offside. Obzinski came out. Lovely counter-attack again. But again, they haven't capitalised. And again, Caernarfon not wasting time. Well, that's a push, surely.
Yeah, we're talking about the final pass. This one's fine by Mwandua. And Roberts, from where we were standing here in the commentary box, you could see he was miles offside. So just trying to force the issue, Newtown.
They won't care if they get 3 points. But they could be out of sight. There's a yellow card for Kai Jones. Substitute. I think it's for complaining. So who are the big winners this weekend so far? I'll tell you who the big winners in the South are. The Cymru South, top two are playing. Cantwit Major were top, Pontypridd second. Both of them undefeated. Pontypridd have won 4-0 this afternoon. Thumping victory for Ponty. House of Pain for Cantwit Major. There's another substitute coming up for Caernarfon. Out of view right now. Steve Evans is waiting to come on. I doubt he'll be playing in defence, so they're going to chuck him up top. 42 years old, still going strong. Here he comes, look out. Yeah, up top he goes. Why not? Ryan Williams coming off.
Well, there's a minute or so left, plus stoppage time, so absolutely, it'll be Route 1 from now on in.
Hasn't been the case this season, to be fair, with Caernarfon. Walker again in possession. Davis. Wandu has drifted to the right. Well, lost out to Darren Thomas. Minute to go. Caernarfon desperate to get the ball up top. Steve Evans calling for it. Is playing as the centre forward right now. Caernarfon again building from the back. Griff John, Noah Edwards. Now then, can they create something? Some late drama at Latham Park. Newtown hoping to make it 4 wins in a row. Steve Evans goes steaming in. Oh, that's going to hurt. Shane Sutton can't believe it.
Well, as soon as I saw Steve Evans take off, there was only going to be one thing happening here, and that was a collision of 2 big men.
I think there's a card coming out. Rob who's laughing. Yellow cards. As we watch the replay, this is why. .42. He's younger than me, Steve Evans. He's looked 42 since he was about 22, to be fair. 4 minutes added on. There's time for Caernarfon.
There is.
Time for Steve Evans to cause more chaos in the Newtown defence. See it out. That'll be the instructions for Newtown now. They deserve the win. But it's fine margins as we head into injury time. Beaumont done well in defence. Bobby Beaumont. His dad Nigel played for Wrexham, over 100 games for Wrexham. He was at their academy. About to name the man of the match. Our colleagues in the Welsh language commentary have picked Fumpa Mwandue. Gwennan Harris and Nick Parry. Agree with him, Sean?
Oh, he's played well, as has a number of the Newtown team.
Here's his goal.
Finishes it well, right on the stroke of half-time. Killer blow for Caernarfon.
Have Caernarfon got a killer blow up their sleeve? Right at the death. Hughes dithered. Mwandue nearly nicked it off him. Oh, that's going to be disappointing for Caernarfon. They've just knocked it out of play. You can hear Hugh Griffiths' frustrations. Apologies if the language is a bit fruity, shall we say. Frustration for the Caernarfon manager. I asked him in the week on the Sgorio podcast, are Newtown turning into a bogey team? No, we didn't want to say that. But they're about to win their 4th in a row against Caernarfon. 4th league win in a row. 4th win in a row against Caernarfon. That's how it is at the minute, unless we get something very dramatic and Rob Hughes runs out of room. And Alan Williams will keep on going. Beaumont, to be fair, done well. It's a throw in for the home team. Let's get the cliches ready. Last chance saloon, kitchen sink. Take your pick. That's what it is.
Here he is.
Steve Evans. Good flick by Steve Evans. Hayes competing for Mills Evans. Oh, he's just absolutely whacked that into Darren Thomas. And time for a better clearance there, Mills Evans. And Caernarfon have a throw in a dangerous position. If there is such a thing as a throw in a dangerous position.
Dan Thomas taking it. I'm not sure if he's got that long throw in his locker, but he's going to put everything into this to get it as close into Steve Evans as he can.
He's got a few things in his locker. I don't think a long throw was one of them.
No, he certainly hasn't. Can they force a corner here, maybe?
James Davis under pressure. Oh, they've nicked it. Noah Edwards. Good work by Noah Edwards. I think it came off his yellow shirt. That's the case. It's a goal kick. Noah Edwards. He's with the fans behind the goal. Can't believe that decision. Is that it?
Well, yeah, that was it. I just said right before there, can they get a corner? They did better. They manoeuvred something, but the whole Caernarfon team disappointed that the referee didn't give a corner to them there.
Yellow cards, wasting time for the goalkeeper. Dave Jones next up for Newtown. It's Bala in the quarter-final of the League Cup Tuesday night. Away, Haverfordwest away, Kevin Druids away. And Bala again in the league at home. And then the New Saints away. Tough run coming up.
Get
for
away.
Newtown. Caernarfon, Barry home, Met away, Connors Key home, Haverfordwest away. Nice trip to Haverfordwest for Caernarfon. Final seconds of the game. Huge 3 points for Newtown, if they can hold on.
Here we go.
Steve Evans, the sub, is up there. Didn't land for Kai Jones. Will they get another chance? Wandua will keep possession. Looking for Rowland. Well, the ball's at the right side of the pitch for Newtown. Wrong side for Caernarfon, who are the wrong side of a 1-0 scoreline. It's another win for Newtown. The Robins celebrate. Canaries crestfallen. But it's 4 league wins in a row for Newtown. 5 wins out of 6 in all competitions. It's 4 in a row against Caernarfon as well. And it's this man, Wandua, with the only goal. Big, big win for Chris Hughes' team. It's nearly 8 years since he joined. They've never finished higher than 5th. Is that going to change this season? Thanks for your company, Sean. Thanks for your company as well. Sean Meredith with me. Apologies for the technical difficulties in the first half, but we got the goal, we got the game, and Newtown have got the win. Good night.
The match has just finished. Home team 1, away team 0.